back with this. Let's get started. Where did we leave off? Oh, wow. Continue. Okay, so they sorted us out. The Raven, whatever clan, Ravenclaw. You know how to do a few tricks, which is this, that.
Revelio.
How to do that too. It's upstairs. Let's see what's downstairs. Yo, fellas. This is where we get coffee. I mean, never mind. It's the bathroom. Haha.
Revelio.
Been hiding here. The bathroom. Take a shower. A bath, I mean. Man, this thing's is dirty. Anyway, get the hell out of here. Whose room might this be? Oh. There you go. Get a chest. Walk down. What's in here? Another chest. Back up on those. Coins or whatever. Okay. Nothing more downstairs. That's just creepy. Alright, let's go back upstairs. Pretty sure this is my room.
All right. This should be interesting.
Crap.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
It's on this side. Is it the... It's a mirror world or what? Oh, there's two different sides now. Ah, same thing.
Just have to wait for the right moment.
Okay, what's
Suppose some reflections
upstairs?
in order.
All right. Deep breath.
It's one hell of a party. Keep going upstairs. Introduce yourself to Emmett. Introduce yourself to Everett and Samantha. Should I? Level 1 locked. Okay, now we know that's locked. I just throw myself or fly? Level 2 lock. Alright, let's introduce
Just have
ourselves.
to wait for the right moment.
Not be idiots.
That's not right either. I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you,
Okay, Samantha.
Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is.
It
Looks like
is.
someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
He's quite
Professor
knowledgeable.
Fig does know a great deal about different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes.
My character
In fact,
sounds like a
our
robot.
herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients as long as your brews are all perfect.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Hey, Samantha. Eat all your apples.
That's just brilliant, Amit. Brilliant. You'd think you could... why hello. Would you like to take a look?
Yes, I would like to
Can't
take a
see
look.
too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. It sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required
yeah.
for all fifth years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you.
Okay, so we're gonna take... Crap. Can I look through it? Where's that other person? Oh, this sneaky.
Wait for the right moment.
One moment. Watch this.
This idiot.
Ugh! What is this?
Someone threw a dung bomb.
Let's get out.
Dong bombs.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm glad to be here, ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are firm but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw.
Meet Professor
Weasley is looking for you
Weasley.
just outside. You'd best not keep her waiting.
It's that new 5th year.
Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
Oh boy.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it.
I'm
You'll only have
here.
one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs.
OWLs.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Ba-da-da-dang. What just happened?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
It's a test.
This way.
Lumos.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Yeah, hurry up.
Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
Yeah, I got Rebellio right here. Okay, hold on, people. What in the world? What did I just do? You abandoned Professor Rousseau? He abandoned her.
This way.
Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
Thought she wanted me to go down there and...
Revelio.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate
Nice.
yourself about wizarding lore.
Uh,
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Revelio on this bus
Revelio.
and see what details the field guide can provide?
okay, now what? I just look at this with collect the guide page. Oh, okay. I thought it was all the way down there. Thank you for the guide page. Challenges, inventory.
Clever, isn't it?
Revelio.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Lumos.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Revelio.
Ooh, look. Got some stuff here. Oh, lady. Lady, let me just collect this. Not liking that. Come on, let me just... Whatever.
Revelio.
Okay, so I need... the spider 113 spider. 3-headed dragon. Okay. I don't know what the numbers are, but...
Revelio.
Okay, the number should be here.
Lumos.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
From the map. You want me to find what? Hogwarts is divided into main areas. The left side of the map with the students and Professor Blair includes the house, common rooms, great halls. Oh, frame drop, no. Okay. Central Hall. Fast travel. Cool.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Off on another adventure.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Oh yeah?
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the Hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I'd hate transfiguration.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
Oh
And I'd
man.
like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense
Yes,
Against
tell me
the
more.
Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes. all
Jinxes!
terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about
There you
what
go.
happened after that awful dragon attack. My
The
suspicion is that
dragon
there's more to the
attack.
story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good
No
luck today.
lollygagging.
And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned.
Yes,
And we'll see if we
Professor.
can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best. but I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead.
Yep.
It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Some quests are locked by spells. In this case, you'll be near a better level. Track a quest with that. Okay. Gotta go to charm class first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
All of the shopping.
It'll tell you where to go. Nice. Not gonna mess around.
Revelio.
$11.
I don't know why shops.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
Anyone been into Albie Meeks' shop lately?
Revelio.
Frankly, I'd rather limit my excursions to Hogwarts.
Wanna hit that page.
Revelio.
What the hell are the rest of these things?
There's something in there. I just.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment.
Up,
Everyone
Nora.
thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason.
You seem
Something more to
potty.
this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did.
Whoops.
Are there other empty paintings like this? Or...
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them.
If I have the time, I may look.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Revelio.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mysteries.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. Lumos.
That seems to be like right here.
Sharp was in a mood.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Get you back to the frame. Get you back to the frame.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did?
Yeah, girl.
How?
You dumb. I'm not telling. I follow the clues.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
Okay, let's see.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom.
Okay.
Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Alright. Steady your wand, guide it. Alright. Accio?
Accio.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Get that fresh air.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes?
Pull the target closer, hold R2.
About theory all day, but practice is the best, Professor. Show it. That's it! Not to worry.
Oh, crap, I messed up.
Splendid! Excellent control there. Happens to the best of us. Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go!
That is how it's done.
Ah, crap.
Be sharp.
Yes!
That's it!
Let us see this.
Phew.
Nicely done.
What do you mean, winner? 50? Oh, yeah.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. There we go.
Okay, okay.
Splendid!
Yeah, 50.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
No!
Don't lose your composure.
Can I restart it?
Here we go. Yes! Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Ah, I let it go too late. Oh no, wait.
Quite impressive.
Just needed 2 of them. Haha. Could have had 150 though.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Well done.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly,
Lot to take in on that one.
I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Wow.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as... I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so...
Well, you'd be using it on the clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't...
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Accio this, Accio that.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Make a mess out of things.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Yeah. Don't we level up? Attend. Oh, we gotta attend that other class.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Been
Hello,
terrible.
Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Revelio.
I'd like to send them.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of
By the
1752?
end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flash.
Ooh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't repeat the stack. She says it's a boot and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boots and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Freaking guy.
Off on another adventure, are we? Revelio. Accio.
Jump down the stairs. Everything is like looking at me. Ooh, got a fight?
Is that all you've got?
Bombard! Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, You may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Knowledge is
To the wise,
power.
age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Poet?
Levioso.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so asked. Now, well done.
Oh yeah.
Good. Now, the basic. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy. This can't be your first duel.
I do enjoy lively duels. Want your opponent for signs to attack or defend yourself?
Beat the crap out of this guy.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around. Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Levioso. You drew.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Pick up everything now.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that. It was certainly good practice.
didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be quiet if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent.
All right.
You might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Oh yeah.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Revelio.
I'm most pleased to be included.
The entrance green from Dog.
Leviosa! Accio!
That can't break that lock. Come on.
Don't have the galleons to actually buy any.
Oh goodness, you need to practice a bit more, I think.
The best way to learn how to fly a broom. Trial and error. In my case, it was a lot.
Revelio.
That young'un's now a teacher herself. It's a wonder she's not gobbled up by her own fanged geranium.
Wants to duel.
Levioso.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Here I am.
I trust your first classes went well? I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler.
Ooh.
Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that
She
regard,
knows.
I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor.
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring. Oh, I shall explain more about them when you begin working.
Can you tell me more about the...
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings.
Fashion or Natty?
I'd like to go with Natty.
She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Let's lift the cat up with my spell. Ha ha ha! Don't run away, kitty. I want to toss this freaking cat. Okay, whatever.
There you are.
Oh, I beat up the cat. Better run.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye. More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, a number of your professors have agreed to do so as well. But first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with... Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Okay. Professor Ronan gave me some assignments to complete, and then he'll teach me Reparo. Collect the flying page near the broken statue. Collect the flying page in the... Okay.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Now that I got that. I
Flying page
remember.
must be around here somewhere.
I remember the flying page. I see it.
Brilliant.
Give me that.
I trust the preliminary...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
We've learned Reparo!
That's it! Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Revelio. Prepare. Revelio.
The hell he wants me to repair? Oh, this one.
Prepare.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Now we can break stuff, we can fix stuff. Pretty neat so far. Okay, we're gonna leave that quest for next time.
I try to imagine great.
Might some kind soul help me?
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Everyone hates you? Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of
Her
the worst.
face.
That no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Yeah, like who wants to play that? I'll be honest.
I haven't much interest in a game that sprays you with odors.
Only if you lose, which I never do. Or at least, not often. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Sounds if they're overreacting, I'd have to. Alright, now.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
Let's not be too mean.
Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year, to help me.
Do you have any suggestions?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
Bad
I'll
case.
see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio.
Where could those stones be? Where could they be? All of these.
I was trapped on the ground begging.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
It is out there? Okay, so it's approximately
Better keep an eye
here.
on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Levioso. Revelio.
Oh, I see one.
Levioso.
Oh, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
I prefer the 3 broomsticks.
Revelio.
Okay, where could... Oh, I see one. Whoops! Hit the guy's brain. This page.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
That's some dedication these kids have. Would all put them all in one place.
Revelio. You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
No, 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 no. Wants me to go up here. Isn't I just up here? There's a different set of stairs, okay. hate those things. I gotta.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Never mind. Right there.
Revelio.
Oh, magic stairs. A lot of steps. My goodness. And where's the rest of the steps?
Revelio.
Unbelievable.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
One more to go.
Revelio. What are you up to now?
I'm up to mischief. No, over there.
That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones.
The
I
last
should go and see her.
one. Okay, see how do we teleport again?
The main use of plants.
Fast travel. Where's a stupid brat?
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my
Of course, because you suck.
I found all of your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do
Anything
it?
is possible.
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
Should I keep them?
Of course. They are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much
I'm
fun
such
together
a liar.
laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Pum.
If someone gets struck by a cursed broom, we do hope it's you.
Revelio.
All forward there. Oh, isn't it? Grubby little faces. I'll just die.
Lumos.
Right, that was enough for the side missions and stuff. I'll end it right here for now. And we continue tomorrow.